People keep setting massive goals, and every time they miss, they kill their own confidence. They have to stop lying to themselves, stack small wins, and prove that they can deliver, and then they can watch their confidence explode. Hey guys, my name is Mike. I'm a former New York City bouncer who went from sleeping in the streets and working multiple jobs. I mean, at one point I wasn't making much money at all, but over time, working multiple jobs, going back to school in my late 20s, kind of turning my life around. I ended up getting a job at a top consulting firm, and now I have my own firm, and I just want to talk with you about kind of share some of the struggles, some of the things that I'm going through as I build my own company, and also some of the mindset issues that I've learned over the years to go from where I used to be to where I am now. So let's talk about 5 reasons why people are not confident and how they can build their confidence back up. So the first one is that people set their goals too high. And when you set your goals too high, you can't achieve them. You can't achieve them quickly enough, or you may not be able to achieve them at all. So if you're a 50-year-old man and you say, I'm gonna join an NBA team, I'm gonna start playing professional basketball, the fact is that most professional basketball players, the best ones, are fully retired well before they're 50 years old. So for you to think that you're somehow going to be able to change back that biological clock and change back the physics of the human body so that you can compete better, and if you have no training, you're suddenly going to learn how to play basketball really well and then be able to go out there and play better than people who are or well enough to compete with a bunch of 20-year-olds, you know, that could be fairly delusional. Or I'm going to become a millionaire tomorrow. I don't have any money right now, I don't have any skills, I work at McDonald's, but I'm going to become a millionaire tomorrow. Once again, that's delusional. And it's delusional in that you're setting a goal that is almost impossible to achieve. And you're not going to achieve it, and it kills your confidence. So instead of saying, I'm going to make $1 million tomorrow, you can set a more realistic goal. I'm going to make $100 tomorrow, or I'm going to make $10 tomorrow. I'm going to sell my first product tomorrow. Have a more realistic goal. And then you'll have $1 million in a year, or in 2 years, or in 10 years. But if you can just start with a realistic small goal and build your confidence. Say you sold one product. Wow, I sold one product for $10. Now if I do that 10,000 more times, I'm gonna have $1 million. But if I've done it once tomorrow, then I could do it 2 times the next day, and I could do it 5 times the next day, and I can build that up. So if you keep setting these big, difficult goals and not achieving them fast enough, it is going to kill your confidence. That's why I'm saying, like, you don't even have to say, I'm gonna sell $100 worth of stuff tomorrow. If it's too big of a goal for you to achieve because you're too busy, you got multiple jobs, and you don't know how you haven't even thought about how you're gonna sell $100 worth of stuff tomorrow, then don't set that as a goal. Set something that is achievable and realistic in terms of that you can achieve it tomorrow. It's not unrealistic to say, I'm gonna have $100 million. I'm gonna build a $100 million business. Yes, you can do it. Plenty of people do it. But don't set yourself up for failure and for killing your confidence. And this goes into the second point. Why people are not confident is because they don't have these small wins. They might have a big goal, or they might have a big win, or they might not have any wins planned for the entire day. So the second reason why people don't have confidence is because they don't have small wins throughout the day. And what is a win? A win is whatever you define a win to be. So my wins, when I wake up, is to be up at 3:45 in the morning. I get up, that's a fucking win. I look down at the phone, I say, that's it. I got up this morning at 3:45. That's a great one. I immediately feel excited. I woke up on time. I got enough sleep last night, went to bed at a good time. I'm waking up, I'm not exhausted, I didn't miss my clock, I'm up. Next win is to be in the gym by 4 a.m. When I'm in the gym at 4 a.m., that's another win. Just to be in the gym. I've had 2 wins by 4 a.m. Then I start working out, I start lifting, and I have sets. And for me to say, I do my sets, I've done 1 set, that's a win, 2 set, that's a win. I end up doing 10 sets of different exercises. And actually I do about 60 sets across all the things I do over an hour lifting. Those are 60 wins that I have in my first hour. Plus when I woke up, plus when I got to the gym. So that's 62 wins by 5 a.m. Then I go and I run 10 miles. Each mile that I run is a win. I count it that way. You define your own wins. I'm not saying that you need to go work out like a fucking maniac. You need to run 10 miles a day and that's a win. No, but brushing your teeth, taking a shower, wiping down the kitchen counter. You can define your own wins. I do. I define a whole bunch of stupid, mundane, menial bullshit in my life as wins. I don't give a fuck if you or somebody else thinks it's mundane. It's not really a win. You didn't score a basket in the finals. You didn't fucking score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. You're not a winner. That's not a win. Well, you know what? Brushing my fucking teeth is a win. And when I stack these little wins throughout the day, I end up having hundreds of wins a day. And I'm very confident so that when I go into a business meeting or I go talk with a client, I go in with confidence and say, I'm a winner, you'll be a winner too. So stacking small wins throughout the day. The third reason why people don't have confidence is because confidence comes from proof, not from just hyping it up. So a lot of people, they might talk the talk, they might act like they're confident, but they really don't have the proof that they're confident. And that's where, when I used to be an alcoholic, you could see that in other people who are alcoholics. They party really hard and they are a lot of fun when they're fucking drunk. But when they're sober, they're all right. And also, they get drunk and they get really confident and they're all excited and piped up and everything. And you go, that guy's a fucking clown. He's a drunk idiot saying stupid shit. Because it's all hype. It's all bullshit. They really don't believe in themselves that they are winners. They don't have that confidence in them because they could be lying to themselves. Yes, they're lying to you, but they're also lying to themselves. Saying, I'm confident, I'm a strong guy, I'm good. But then when they're home alone and they don't have the kind of money that they want, or they don't have any wins throughout their day, their confidence is bullshit. They really don't feel it. They act like they do. And look, it's different to be on the journey of saying, I'm gonna build up my confidence. I'm watching this video, this is it. I'm gonna go build my confidence right now. Great, do it. And you can fake it till you make it, right? You can start acting like, I'm turning my life around. I'm gonna have a mindset shift. I'm gonna be a more confident person. I'm gonna start brushing my teeth and calling that a win. You may not feel it right away. It'll take you a while, but eventually you're gonna start feeling like a winner. Your confidence is gonna grow. But it's another thing when you fake it all the time. You see it with a lot of people who drive around nice cars when they live in a shitty fucking apartment or a shitty house. Where they got a $60,000 Lexus and they live in a $20,000, trailer. And it's fake. It's not real. So you need to have, and these people, they need to have actual proof that they are confident. That it's the proof that of something that makes them confident. And it's proving to themselves that they're confident. Not showing to people, not hyping it up. So having those daily actions, keeping promises to yourself, right? That is what makes you confident. That's the proof that you need, right? How do I prove to myself I'm confident? How do I prove to myself that I'm a winner? By keeping a promise to yourself. If you say, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow at 8 o'clock, or make yourself a small goal. I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow for 10 minutes. Or if there's no gym or you can't afford one, go buy yourself a pair of weights on Facebook Marketplace for $20 or $50. You can find somebody who's got a set of dumbbells, 20-pound dumbbells. Go buy yourself some dumbbells, start with that. Go start doing push-ups for fuck's sake. If you can't afford it, go sit there and do some freaking push-ups. You can build a massive chest just from calisthenics. Say, I'm gonna do 10 push-ups a day. Just 10. You don't even have to do them all at once. You can do 5, take a rest, do 2 more, then 3 more, whatever. But when you keep your promises to yourself that you're gonna do something, either working out, go to work on time, wake up at a certain time, do something positive for yourself, read a couple chapters of a book, quit drinking, quit smoking, or maybe smoke 1 less cigarette a day because you're smoking way too much. Maybe try and drink instead of every night. You're gonna cut down to maybe drinking 2 or 3 times a week. Drink only on the weekends. If there's a promise you can make to yourself that you can keep, and once again, going back to the first reason why people are not confident is because they set their goals too high. So if you've been struggling with drugs or alcohol, you don't have to say, I'm gonna quit tomorrow, I'm done. I would encourage that you do that. That's the way I was able to quit when I finally said, I'm done. I wasn't like slowly weaning myself out. I said, fuck it, I'm done. But if you are struggling with it, you can set a realistic goal, something that you say, I don't know if I can quit tomorrow. I've been drinking every day for 10 years. Then at least you can cut down. You can set to your goal to say, I'm not gonna drink on Mondays. I'm not gonna drink on Sundays, so that Monday I wake up, I'm refreshed for the whole week. You take that one step. You can set a small goal and then build over time. The fourth reason why people are not confident is because they have unrealistic targets, right? I'm gonna become a millionaire tomorrow. And they don't have any kind of a system or a path or any kind of a journey that will take them to that goal. So they have an unrealistic goal in the first place, but then they also don't even have a path to get there. So let's go back to the $1 million tomorrow. I'm not gonna make $1 million tomorrow, right? But I'm gonna make $100 tomorrow. Now, what are you going to do to get to that $100? You need to have a system in place and I'm not saying $100 tomorrow, right? But if you want to get $100 every day or an extra $100 a week in income, let's just say an extra $100 a week. What system are you going to build around getting that goal every week consistently? Or what system are you going to build around getting you to eventually $100 a week of extra income, right? Because you can start with $10 a week in extra income and you can build that up and up. You can start mowing lawns, for $20 a lawn, $20 for the front yard. You can just do that. And you say, if I do 5 lawns a week, I'll get to $100. But start with 1 lawn. Are you gonna build a system? Are you gonna sell a product? Are you going to provide a service? What are you going to do to get the extra $100 in income? Are you gonna get a part-time job if you don't wanna own your own business? So if you're gonna have a high goal, whether it's $100 a week or $1,000 of extra income per week, you need to build a system around that to support you and support the ability to get to that goal. So if you create routines and processes that will help get you to that goal, it will guarantee that you're gonna get there. So when I started working out last year and saying, and you can see my old YouTube videos when I started, and I said, I wanna be builder, I wanna be bigger, I wanna look like a WWE wrestler or something. It's not unrealistic to say that I wanna look like Batista or Stone Cold Steve Austin or something. It's unrealistic to say that I wanna look like that guy next month or in 6 months or in a year. So I said, I want to get there. I'm going to build systems around getting there so I can slowly build my way up. And that's exactly what I've done, right? I built a system, getting up in the morning early, doing an hour of lifting, 10-mile run, hour of lifting, 10-mile run. And I eat a lot of protein, I eat a lot of food so I can build up my muscle, and I have to run a lot to burn off all the extra calories. And I have an effective system that is slowly but steadily getting me towards that goal of looking like some big WWE wrestler that I want to look like, being that bodybuilder. So I have a high goal, right, of looking like a big bodybuilder, but I also have a system in place to get me there, and it guarantees progress every single day. And my confidence grows because I can stick to my promises. I can stick to my promises and do them every fucking day. Be up in the gym, be up at 3:45, in a gym at 4. If I can start with that, if I'm having a shitty day, I'll say, you know what? As long as I wake up tomorrow at 3:45, everything's gonna be fine the next day. Now, the fifth reason why people are not confident is that they try and raise the bar too quickly. So, you start working out and you go, yeah, I bought the weights on Facebook Marketplace. I'm working out 10 minutes a day. I've done it for a week. I'm gonna go up to 20 minutes a day the next week. And I'm gonna go up to 30 minutes a day. I'm gonna increase the weights. I'm gonna do even more. All you're gonna do is A, you're gonna hurt yourself, and B, you're gonna discourage yourself. You're gonna start realizing that I can't really keep up with this goal because I'm raising my bar and I'm raising the weight, I'm raising how much time I'm working out, and it's too much, it's too fast, I can't handle it. I gotta go back down. And if you go back down, you can kill your confidence. So you have small, consistent wins, and you earn the right to increase your goals by having those small, consistent wins gradually, over time, consistently, over time. Then you can raise the bar. Growth is progressive, and as the bar moves upwards, it grows and it goes upwards as you prove that you can handle the next level. So thank you so much for watching this. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I really appreciate the feedback. Thank you very much, guys.